Look, it's record clear. Okay, FP3, I cannot believe how clear this is. Look how clear that is. I can actually see crap. Holy crap, oh wait, I can't. Right, I can't record that much. I can't believe how clear that is. That other one, FP3 people, FP3. Monza Italy. I love writing Monza when I put it in the title. It's like totally cool. I just love Monza. I don't know, I've fallen in love with that word. The word Monza. Let's see now. Yes, I've been having a torrid time though with my let me see, what the hell? Oh, I wanted to talk about a bunch of things. And the Daniel Ricciardo piece of them cheering Hamilton, and then I think they got, let me see, who the hell? Stop showing these damn, oh, is that? I thought that was Ted Danson. I cannot believe how clear that is. I couldn't get the one clear, is my leg. Thank God, not naked. I couldn't get the one, blah, 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 blah. Couldn't get the one, oh, look, there's the Ardennes! Let me see, will it come in clear this time? It's trying to, but the other, I have the right distance, but it's like it's focusing and it's unfocusing, so I know I'm trying to not, this thing, the other one, like this thing gives the milliseconds, it gives like the minute, the seconds, and then, I don't know, what is that, the hundredths of a second or some crap? Let me see, which way is that damn camera? Oh yeah, it's this way, I'm trying not to let you guys see me do my fingernails. Yeah, we were talking about the dear fellow Antoine Hubert about on one of the, well, I don't know, it was Planet F1 or some crap. People were making comments. I can't believe I'm drawn into that crap, but it is kind of fun jousting with people and telling them, why they're stupid, pretty much, and enlightening them to the better ideas of the world. At least mine. I think all my ideas are correct. I try to be fair. I don't try to insult people or anything, although I desperately want to just wring their necks, as it were, and call them, the names that I think they deserve, but at the same time, I think it's, and I think this is a teaching moment, teach people not to be assholes. Oh, here's my boy, what the hell? Oh, crap. Wow! You see that? That's crazy. That car was in the air. I was wondering what the hell that looked like, and I just caught the tail end of it. It was crazy. He's walking away from that. That is totally awesome. Thank God he landed right side up. He would have probably had it a little more difficult, because that's crazy. Oh, good. I think they're stupid. Just widen the damn tracks. Let everybody use every ounce or every inch of the damn track. You want to hear these dumbasses talk, oh no, they're skills. Oh no, they should have more walls. Let them hit. You know the bastards are saying that. Oh, it should be dangerous. No, F you dumb dogs. You're garbage dogs. Saying that for your entertainment, just because you want to be entertained. Go to hell. Go strangle yourselves, you dogs. Okay, I'm not supposed to say that. Technically, I'm not supposed to encourage, because people are dumb bastards and they'll go out and do it. Fucking dumbasses. That's why I can't get the whistle. That's why you can't get cool toys in Cracker Jacks anymore. It's because the dumbass kids, they're eating everything. They're eating paint chips. They're eating, the prize. They put everything in their mouths, These people are dumbasses today. I swear to God, they're just retards. Stop eating paint chips, you dumb bastards, and stop putting everything in your mouth. I see people, when I was a kid growing up, I remember these dumbass kids would put money in their mouths. Wow, I never, I actually to this moment, I thought it was nasty and disgusting because the money, it's been everywhere, for one thing, and then it doesn't even taste good, and see these kids, they put the money in their mouths, I mean, they've been doing this for years. People are retards. That's why there should be no privacy. Because we don't need privacy. Stop doing your weird shit, you weird dogs. People need to be watched. If Hitler was watched, we'd have a better place. If those who are those assholes? I can't think of their names. There's the garbage that wanted to keep slavery in America. The Jim Crow dogs. Watch those dogs, man. Watch everybody. There wouldn't be any shootings. There wouldn't be any terrorism. Watch everybody. Everybody has to have a goddamn camera strapped to their head. You let that camera battery die for 20 seconds, it blows your useless garbage head off, you garbage dog. People are garbage, I'm telling you, believe me. Just stupid. We're a stupid species. Just kill each other. Just go around shooting. When these dumb bastards aren't shooting as individuals, then we have standing armies. They should have to kill each other. A la Hitler. Who is he killing? He was killing his own kind. And I get the different, um, um, you know, the anecdotes, for lack of a better term, that either Hitler was Jewish, his mother was Jewish, or he was taken care of by a Jewish family or something. But the other thing is that the Nazis were promoting blonde hair and blue eyes. Hitler did not have blonde hair and blue eyes. So why did they follow him? Because people are garbage. That's why everybody has to get microchipped. Everybody has to have a camera to watch you. People need to be watched, because there's something not right here. There is seriously something not right with our brains. The way we need, the way we just, we're retards. It's just a planet of retards. We shouldn't need standing armies. But we're retards. We shouldn't need police in our neighborhoods. But we're retards, so we need people to protect us from us. And according to police statistics, 90% of the violent crimes that take place, the parties involved know each other because we're garbage. There was something else, damn it, that I was thinking of. As I was saying that, but maybe it'll come back to me. But the bottom line is, there's something wrong with us as a species. That's why, you're going to make things dangerous. Well, I say, strap people down to the racetracks. You want dangerous? Okay, we'll strap you down to the racetracks, and we'll use you as curbs, and we'll use you as chicanes, and see who survives. And then when you get killed, we divvy up your stuff, dumbasses. That's why these assholes. I was talking to some ass. I don't know. Did I mention that? Who bear? And he's talking about. I said it's just a game. It's not worth your life. and I think some retard. Oh yeah, race car drivers beg to differ. Race car drivers don't think that way. And I wrote back, yes, I know. That's why the dear fellow is dead. Well, that's why the poor fellow is dead. Because once you're dead, dumbass, there's no more racing. I mean, just getting maimed in this stupid shit. I love racing, but it's not worth it. I cringe when I see these people crashing, and when these people. I think it's cool if they have the terrible crashes and they walk away and then not get killed and not limp away and lose limbs and crap like that. That's pretty cool, but not good. I still wouldn't want to do that. Actually, I would. I think that's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind getting into a terrible crash and being able to get up and walk away. I agree with that, but I don't want to lose limbs, and I don't want to lose my damn life. It's not worth it. It's not worth your crappy entertainment, you garbage dogs. People are dopes, I mean, we're just a species of dopes. That's all we are. Just doing terrible things. And I think if I didn't say it in other videos, I'll say it in this. I was reading this book. It's called A Chronicle of the History of the World, and it's all terrible stuff that we do to each other. We're garbage. I'm telling you. I can't believe we've actually. But that's the thing. I keep saying I'm impressed with the technology that we've actually made. But imagine if we weren't garbage. Because I mean, since we're garbage dogs, this technology it's like beneath intelligence, you know. Because if morons like us can make this, that means there's really nothing to it. It's not impressive because we're morons, you know, and we do terrible things. And we don't care about our own existences. You know, it's like life isn't precious. Oh yeah, I'm ready to go racing. I'd rather go racing than twin. You dumb bastards. You're stupid. We're stupid. I'm telling you, we're stupid. We want to just drive a stupid car around a track, then live. I mean, at least if you don't get killed, you have the chance to sit here and watch racing. You know, at least if you're alive, it's the passion isn't worth it. You know, sometimes I get those moments where like, this is really cool. I'd love to be a racer. As soon as somebody gets hurt, you know, or gets killed, I say, nah, the hell with that, man. I'd rather sit home and have my life than this stupid shit. Because I mean, this is just a state of mind that you could probably simulate in other ways. You know, go jog around the park. You know, go jog around the block. You don't even need a park. You know, to get your stimulation. You know, and ride a bicycle real fast. You know, someplace safe. If you need that stimulation, you just need to be exhausted. That's all. Just jog around the block like 100 times or something, so you can get exhausted, and you'll attain a different perspective in life. That's what it is. It's like we need this outlet. You know, we need to exhaust ourselves like children. You know, so maybe I remember going, you know, when I was a kid, and I was in a park or something, and the kid would act, would begin to act up, would act unruly, and I remember the mother would say, "What's the matter, honey? Do you need to poop?" That's the matter. That's what the problem is with everybody. Everybody needs to poop. You know, hey, Hitler needed to poop because he's all messed up. I mean, I have to go back to Hitler because he's the epitome of stupid. You know, and all who follow him, and because I mean, and it's not just like a European, just because he's a European guy, and although he did have black hair and brown eyes, dumb bastard, but he represents all of us. He represents no matter what country you go to. You go to China, you go to Africa, they're Hitlerizing each other. They're Hitlerizing their own kind. You know, and it's not like, oh, we're all Chinese, so we're gonna treat each other the best, or we're all African, we're gonna treat each other the best. No, same thing Hitler did. He didn't treat Europeans the best. He killed 80 million Europeans, you know, because of his dumbass ideas. And then, you know, those dumbass Nazis. And then, you know, it's not, the thing is, it's not all Germans that are that bad, you know? It's just that group of dumbasses. But there are too many of them, though. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, so science, 121.7, so that science, oh, everybody's getting out early. Usually, like Ham and Hamilton, oh, wait, Ham's dropping. See, science, Russell, what, Kubica? They're going faster than Ham. Stroll, Ham's fifth, Botas sixth. Gasly just went second. Kvyat just went second. Let's see. Now, right, so you got Russell and Kubica in fourth and fifth. That's awesome. Those Mercedes engines. Let's see, Leclerc, 20th, Vettel, 19th, Verstappen, 18th, Perez, 17th, Ricciardo, 16th, Magnussen, 15th, Grosjean, 14th, Albon, 13th, Raikkonen, 12th, Giovinazzi, 11th, Hulkenberg, 10th, Norris 9th, Bottas 8th, Hamilton 7th, Stroll 6th, Kubica 5, Russell 4, Gasly 3, Kvyat 2, Sainz 1. Let me see. Okay, we're looking at Narizdien. I can't believe, I was always wondering, I don't know, I could never get it to do that before. Where's my battery power on both of these damn things? Yeah, so P3 people, P3. Let's see, there's Ozaki boy. I can't believe this thing is this clear though. I wonder if these just, because I got 2 of these babies for $10 each. I got a killer sale. Let's see. And the 164, the LG 164. And I used a coupon code. And at the real price, they really aren't that expensive. I think that's probably why they sell more phones than Apple, though. Although Apple is cool as hell, but they just outdid Apple by one megapixel. Because I think the 6 was like $79, and I think the 6S was like 12 megapixels. So they made this one 13 megapixels just to beat them out by one. It would be nice if they would have made it 20 megapixels. You know, I don't think you have to get a regular camera, I think, to go that high as 20 megs in pixels. Let's see. They're not showing much of way. Yeah, look how. I can't hold it there, but it adjusts. It's really cool the way these things are able to do that. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay. It's Bobo. Boto. Let's see, who is this? But that guy though, and that's what I was thinking about going. I'm kind of gory. I'm just as gory as everybody else, but at the same time, I don't know. Oh, you know, it's a cool car, the Janetta. I saw it in the back of the magazine. Oh look, Kvyat just went purple in the middle sector. I think he may be pissed off at Albon because Kvyat's complaining about Albon's praise. They're praising Albon. And why are they praising him? He didn't win. I think that's what he's maybe trying to get at. He didn't actually say that. I didn't read the, let's see. Yeah, he's got a purple though. That's pretty cool. And, let's see. 120. Wow, that's a lot different from, what the hell are they doing? 133s yesterday, I don't think they dropped, was it a 131 or 130? I forgot what it was. Earlier. Wow, 10 seconds, a lot faster. But yeah, let me see. So here are the Ferrarinis, and wow, this time is blasting by. I tell you, every time I'm about to do this, I said, crap, do I really want to go through this crap? I don't know what to talk about, and I get on here and I can't shut up. Oh, they're sending him out. I didn't really see everything. I have to watch the video type. Let's see. What is that? I think that's Norris and the rookies, the yellow tops. But I think that was really strange though. How see how the new guy comes in, and when Hamilton came to what's his name? I'm not sure who. Did anybody wear the? I don't remember if anybody wore the yellow top. You know, had the yellow indicator, the yellow moniker on their car. When I was gonna say Beretta at Mercedes. When Schumacher and I don't remember, and with Schumacher and Rosberg were there, but I know usually the new guy gets the yellow top, but when Hamilton came over I noticed that also. I kind of felt bad for Rosberg because Rosberg, he'd been there for 3 years, and he gets the yellow top though. And I think was he wearing the yellow helmet, or was Hamilton wearing? Yeah, I think were they both wearing a yellow helmet? I thought Rosberg was wearing a yellow helmet at some point though. Yeah, and but yeah. Let me see. But yeah. But I remember, where's that damn that damn the Ricardo thing. What's that asshole's name? Kravitz. I thought Kravitz was kind of cool. And let me see, can I get that little kid with Leclerc with Clerky on it? I think, but a lot of those commentators were saying how I've never heard them. Before now. I think I had 1 or 2 years of cable, but nothing was on, and I'd get rid of it, like in the winter, because nothing was on and there's no more auto racing. You see, okay, Vettel just goes purple in Sector 1, and see what Leclerc does behind him. And, the hell was I just thinking? Oh yeah, I've never heard, Leclerc does green in Sector 1. And I think Vettel feels that he has to. Vettel does purple in Sector 2. I think Vettel feels he has to redeem himself from last week's race. I love these week after week, back and back races. That 2 weeks, it's torture, But I think you see Kvyat just goes first. Yeah, the 121.638 Kvyat. Well, you see, I'm telling you, he's fighting Albon. I deserve that Russo seat. Vettel goes 120. He did purple. 120.611, so he's a tad faster. So, yeah, Leclerc is green. He goes, right, so he's 0.399 back. Kravitz, and a couple of other people, they come out and they talk about how, when they talk, they want to give Hamilton a bit of support, because they feel that something's gone bad, but they make sure in no uncertain terms. Remember that asshole said several times, "Oh, I don't like Hamilton, but," and I think, what is that asshole, that tore his feet off in a race? I can't think of his name. The two of those guys, they almost look like twins, and they speak exactly the same. I can't think of their names. But I haven't heard about it. He usually does. I think he's the same guy that does, like, he goes to a certain corner and talks about what it looks like during the I'm not sure it's during the races or it's during practice, but he said, "Oh, I don't like Hamilton." I've never heard anybody say that about any sportsman, to make sure, to know in certain terms that they don't like Hamilton. These people are garbage dogs, I mean, somebody should say something about that, in addition to me. That's the way I feel. How many minutes? 22 minutes? I gotta say this at the beginning, you bastards, because you only listen for like 30 seconds. Fucking retards. I think they're a bunch of little kids, though, that are bad-mouthing people. And I have to say this with every video that I can remember, because I remember there's that little kid. He's calling me ignorant because I was holding the camera, the phone in portrait instead of landscape. I'm like, listen, you're not paying for this. I don't give a crap. So, oh, you're ignorant. Oh, and my videos are better than yours. As soon as I read that, I said, this is a little kid, And so I emailed him or replied to him, listen, are you a little kid? And then he responded, yes, I'm a kid. So my next response was, listen, I can't talk to you on the internet, without an adult in the room. I think that was the first one. And then he responded back to telling me, oh, I see you're listening to me. You're not, and he's got a picture of himself with his mother. It's like his mother's holding him. And I'm like, listen, I emailed him one more time after that, listen, do not talk to people do not talk to strangers on the internet. The internet, only talk to friends and immediate family. Yeah, I didn't say friends. I just said only talk to immediate family on the internet. The internet is cancerous and dangerous. And then he stopped, little bastard, stopped emailing me. I don't know if you're listening to this, but wait until you're 30 or something before you talk to people on the internet. I don't want to hear from him. He's a really nasty kid, nasty little bastard. But I've never I've never seen adults. You can just tell the mentality. Just that just comes from working with adults all the time, and as you know, as a writing instructor. But and I find that a lot of adults are just as childish. They'll say very childish things, and it's like you can just tell. I turned the light off, did it? And it's not as bright as it should be. It's just not as brightly lit. Let me see. Oh crap! I'm focusing on me. I'm not getting any shots. Yeah. Um, but wow, what the hell time is it? 25 minutes already blown by. Oh, crap. 31 minutes and 57 seconds mark left in the session. Where the hell is Ham? He's not in 15. I don't know. Maybe they're doing their runs, their long runs or something like that, trying to get them in. Let's see. These guys, they're saying that they're going to try and get angles that make the cars look fast. Sometimes it does. Most of the time it doesn't. When they turn corners, you can see the way those cars change direction. This is the thing I couldn't handle with NASCAR because I don't know, they had better. I remember when I was a kid watching NASCAR, they definitely had better cameramen, because now there'll be a pass about to take place, and those assholes will switch to either some kid or some woman, or some person doing something stupid, or not even doing anything, just standing there, or they'll switch to a pit stop. Like, what the hell? Why the hell would you switch to a pit stop? Like, just no action when there's about to be a vital pass, and it's like the people who they like this stuff, they visualize themselves as, that type of person, but they're terrible at it, and they just think. I remember in college I was well, no, I'm not that old. I remember on the radio, being a part of the radio station, and these people is very limited. I think that's why, like, television programs I was watching, what was that, 2B TV? Most of it is tragic. Let me see, what is that, Claude Magnuson, time deleted track limits? Yeah, it's like, there's just rows and rows and rows of movies that have guns, killing, violence, Why? Because it's easy. You don't have to have much of an imagination. As a matter of fact, you don't have to have any imagination, And when it's just violence all the time, because they know that's fear. They're playing on human fear, and the it's not, all these movies could be a teaching moment. It doesn't have to be a direct teaching moment, although in some cases it might need to be because people are stupid. Yes, this is people are stupid rant, but all of my videos are people are stupid rants because we're stupid. Just like Formula One. It's so expensive, but I know I've said this before, but I'll say it time and time again. From what I understand, people would always say, the clever people, the really smart people, know how to make things simple and inexpensive, where Formula One is completely the opposite of simple and inexpensive. It's viciously complicated and it's viciously expensive. So what does that tell you? Tells you, like, not just the people in Formula One, but we're all dumbasses, and we all think that we're smart, just like that little kid, telling me, oh, you're ignorant because you didn't do this in landscape, and you have to edit. Yeah, I'll edit when you pay me. You send me money, I'll edit for you. But this is like your own vlog. You don't have to do anything, And I hear about these guys, with their editing. Oh yeah, it took me all day to edit these videos. I don't want to see editing. I want to see the real thing. It's like, I want to see real life. Instead of trying to mimic, reality, art trying to mimic life. The best stuff is when you don't have that. Is when you have reality. because in trying to mimic life, you screw it up, and it's not real anymore when you edit things. Don't edit things out. Let's see everything that's good. It's kind of like they try and have reality TV. It's not reality TV. You notice nobody ever poops. Nobody ever talks about crap. I got crap on my fingers while I was wiping my butt. Everybody gets crap on their fingers. Nobody's ever got crap on their fingers. The only time they'll do that on occasion is when they're trying to. You'll see like the mob guy or something get killed on the toilet. And they're trying to use a little humor or something like that. But that's reality. Everybody poops. Okay, there's nobody that goes through life and you never see pooping. Yeah, nobody ever gets crap on their fingers. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video. My next video is gonna be about pooping and getting crap on my fingers and showing you my crap in the bowl. Okay, I'm not that. I'd like to be, but I'm not. I'm just gonna say, I don't know. So Verstappen just went purple, in sector one. But I'm not that bold, I'm not that creative. I wish I was. I'm working toward that. After I do the video, after I do my monologue, my St. Crispin's Day monologue, then maybe I'll have enough nerve to do that. But yeah, although I probably really wouldn't want to see anyone else do it. Okay, he Verstappen went green in sector 2. Yeah, sometimes I talk about Formula 1. But yeah, that's real. That's real life. Cutting out all of those mistakes, editing, it's just as bullshitty is regular TV, and that's why those TV shows go off the air, unless, let's see, so what is, Leclerc, no, he went faster than Vettel. I missed that. When the hell did that happen? Leclerc not just did, but he did a 124, and that was to the dear fellows, to Vettel's 126. So at least he's, let's see, where the hell is Ham? Ham is 20th. Where's Bottas? Bottas is 8th. So that's like I tend to worry more about. The Ham just went through. See, I noticed like this side, it actually showed before that side. Like just a few seconds. So Ham is 3rd. He's 300th back on Boto. Let me see what the hell's Boto doing. Okay. So he gets past. Okay, let's see what the hell happens here. It's taking like forever to get there. Oh, yeah, he had a little contretemps. Let's see. Okay. Whoa, what the hell? I think that was yesterday. Wasn't that yesterday? He did the same thing? Whoa, he's in the air. I gotta get that. That is totally hot. I'm running the risk. Taking too much. But I'm wondering if it's like an accumulated time or something, overall. Because I just get these quick shots, I move it away. Because, I'm a great guy, what can I say, damn it. Let me see, how many minutes is 32 minutes? Wow. But what the hell was I saying? Yeah, I think I was talking about Kravitz and how they disrespect Hamilton, but I remember the way they're praising. That's what I wanted to talk about also on those forums. The way they're praising Verstappen and Leclerc. I got nothing against that, I think that's good, but they're nowhere as good as Hamilton was doing in his rookie year. I think he won 9 times or some crap. Oh no, he was on the podium 9 times, I think. And I remember Steve Matchett, David Hobbs, and I can't believe I remember their names. I remember Hobbs though, and but I forgot the other gentleman's name. I think it was Speed Channel, which is like the dumbest crap. It was a really sucky channel. They had no racing on there, They just follow Formula One when there's no Formula One racing. They wouldn't show any other racing. It's like all this racing going on all over the world, in China, Russia, Japan, the U.S., Sweden, Mexico. They wouldn't cover that crap. And I remember the guys that the guy I was reading, what is that, Car and Driver or Road and Track or something like that, and they were like, what the hell's the matter with this channel? I remember, I'd never forget that because I was thinking the exact same thing, and they said, why don't they just stick a camera, on a stick at some racetrack? And that's what I was thinking. Just you don't even have to have anybody panning. Just maybe 4 or 5 cameras at several corners. In a street. And it's like, but instead they bring old movies on. It'd be car movies. Sometimes monster movies. I think. Oh, I hated them with a passion. I think that's why they didn't stick around though, because it's like, and they were talking about, oh yeah, we're an upstart, but they were part of Fox though. But I think they were maybe just like a division of Fox. But it's, oh yeah, and next thing you know, we got Formula One because they named the Speed Channel. They thought you were going to do a good job of covering speed, and most of the day it was garbage on. My classic car in the morning, and then, but before 10 o'clock, there was nothing on. It was like paid programming. And I think after 10 or 12 at night or something like that, nothing on, and that's why I got rid of cable, though. This is a dumbass runs this. These people are stupid. That's why people leaving that, because it's mostly reruns and commercials. You're paying for commercials all the damn time, even during the damn programming. But yeah, they said that they were praising, they were talking about, especially David Hobbs and Steve Matchett. They were talking about Hamilton in his first year, the same way they are talking about Leclerc and Vettel, and those racist garbage dogs, those racist Nazi Hitler dogs, were like, stop. They were saying, oh, stop talking about him, and that's why he's going to be a 6-time world champion, because of you racist garbage dogs. But you loser dogs. I don't care what you think, garbage dogs. He's better than you. You'll always be better than you. And but I remember there was this a lot. I think they're kids and then really old racist men. I mean, do I have to say? I don't think I have to say that race or culture or nationality. But I think that's a given, people. We're not children here, but it's because we're garbage. It's because all humans are garbage. I'm telling you, And again, it's not just against any one group. We're all, I mean, Hitler. Who did he murder? He wasn't going after Africans. He wasn't going after Asians. But in Japan, they were disrespecting Chinese people, murdering Chinese people, disrespecting people in Korea and Vietnam. I don't know. But the Chinese and the Koreans, they hate Japanese because of what they did, and they all look alike, just like all Europeans look alike, just like all Africans look alike, and Hitler, the people the 80 million that he murdered looked like him. You go to Africa, they're fighting each other more than they are anybody else. Why? Because we're garbage. That's why we need microchips. Everyone needs to get a microchip and a camera. You have to have a microchip and a camera, or you have to be imprisoned or killed. I know what you're thinking, but it's just a little incentive. We're gonna kill each other any damn way, and and there are a lot of people making money off of the deaths of others. You got those arms companies, and they say like the Rothschilds. Hitler, Germany wasn't supposed to have money. They were supposed to be broke. They couldn't pay France. But where the hell did they get this money to wage war? you know, and no, you have no money. You're not supposed to be able to buy all these guns and feed your people. But the Rothschilds, according to history, they were big banks, and they uh, they funded the war to make money. They borrowed money so they can buy guns. Why? Because humans are garbage. So, yes, it's true. Frightening. It's like it's not funny, but the thing is that sometimes I catch myself and I say, "Wow, I can't believe." But and you walk out the damn house, you know. Crap! I should have did a video about there's this kid trying to join the Crips, and so listen, if you're poor, learn how to trade stocks and bonds. You can just read the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and the Financial Times, and watch Bloomberg on YouTube to learn, to learn how to trade, to learn how to track companies, and you don't have to be poor. And technically, it doesn't really matter whether you're poor or rich. It's your state of mind, because they're rich people who are just as garbage and they'll murder each other. This is, they're like street gangs, like the mafia, the tongs, and what do you call that? What the hell is that Japanese company? The Hell's Angels, and all these crazy people that just want to go out and do terrible things, Crap, I can't believe I just named all those. The Amish, the Amish. I think they have a television show called the Amish Mafia or something like that. They're all retards. I mean, the church. That's what they used to do, with Galileo. I can't say that enough. They didn't want to lose their power. That's what it is. People just want to keep their power. I'm not getting enough. I can't believe how sharp this damn thing is. But we shouldn't be. I don't know. People are just not afraid. Just not afraid of anything. Too damn stupid. Don't even know you're alive. It's like you don't realize how precious this existence is. How precious it is to just it means nothing. To just take a breath. How they say stop and smell the roses. Those are beautiful things. And they think, oh no, what I'm thinking is smart. I'm smart. This is a planet of Fredos. Remember when Fredo? Remember some guy, what asshole he tried to compare being called Fredo to the N-word? Yeah, no you dumb fuck. No, you can't compare the two. That's like, that comes from the movie, being called the N-word, it comes from Hitlerism, the same thing that Hitler did. I mean, again, we're all the same. There's no such thing as Jews. There's no such thing as Christians. There's no such thing as Muslims. We're all exactly the same, you dumb bastards. That's why humans are garbage, though, And but it's like, but we'll find a reason to kill each other. Again, go to Africa. The Hutu and the, what the hell are the name of those other people that they were fighting? Because the Belgians put one group in charge and they treated their other Africans bad. And then when the Belgians left, they put the other group in charge. How the hell did they do that? I tell you how. Because we're stupid asses. So, this is why you shouldn't risk your life for a damn game. Stupid asses trying to make it dangerous. Because they're just playing, they don't care, they're just playing into the stupid ass of the human brain. And it's like, oh, I want to go fast, I have a passion to go fast. Just jump out of a window, you dumb fuck. I mean, nobody has a passion for getting in the plane. You go to a damn plane, the plane's doing 500 miles an hour. Nobody, I have a passion for planes. Get up damn airplane. That's what they should do. They should be racing like those little airplanes. Forget, like, those little kit planes that they have that'll do like 200 or 300 miles an hour and then suit those babies up to do 500 miles an hour. That would be cool, And, if you want to go faster, instead of buying like what is that, the new one, the Chiron? They just said 304 miles an hour. I'm impressed by that, but you're going to hit something. You're going to start rolling over. But if you get an airplane, I think you can get an airplane that'll do 300 miles an hour. Either those kit planes or like Cirrus or a number of other companies that they have like these fiberglass planes that'll do 300 miles an hour. I think some 3 320, 330, just getting that baby and haul ass. Although, you know, I understand that when you're in the air, you have no reference point. So, but that's the thing; it's all relevant, you know, because see, you can see how you know it doesn't look that fast, you know, because it's all relevant. And after a while, when you're running that speed, because if you've gotten these Formula One cars and just drove it for the first time, you know, practically any speed is going to look viciously fast because you're so low to the ground for one thing, you know, and you have all these reference points, you know, cracks in the ground. You see how quickly you blast by those things, you know, and the same thing they say about go-karts though, you know, because it's so low to the ground. You know, you're doing 40 miles an hour, and it looks like you're doing 100, 150. And I remember because I remember when I had my which damn thing's too dangerous. A 440. Damn thing with only a Kawasaki, a 1981 Kawasaki 440, and depending on which helmet I would use, because I remember I had the Simpson helmet. I think I got that back in the 90s. It has these ridges on top that help settle it, you know, that help the airflow. It was really weird because I remember like going down to Point Pleasant Beach and running down there. It's about 70 miles each way. And if I didn't have that Simpson helmet on with the ridges on top, the helmet would bounce. It would be bouncing around and buffeted by the wind. But with that helmet, it would not get buffeted. That was really cool. I loved that. It would just sit there on my head, calm, you know. And you know, if I get over 70 miles an hour, it starts bouncing around. At 50, 55, nothing, you know. But because sometimes I blast down at 90 miles an hour. Okay, I'm lying, just as this is a disclaimer. But the turbulence. But the other thing I liked about the bike, it would vibrate like crazy. So it feels like I'm doing 200 miles an hour because there's so much buffeting and so much vibration and screaming from the engine. Oh, Vettel just went faster. A 123.31. Let's see. Okay, damn it, I'm forgetting to take shots. I think if I accumulate too many shots though, but as long as I get like these flashes, it won't accumulate that much. But yeah, what the hell am I? 45 minutes, and but yeah, but I had a what the hell was that car? That Geo Metro. It was a '93, and I love that. I just absolutely love that little not even four cylinders, that 3-cylinder engine, 993. I look at that thing and I'm telling you, man, it's better than sex looking at that little engine, and just watching it on, you know, just sit there. It was pretty smooth. It would sit there, no shaking or anything. What the hell did I say that thing was? It was built by Suzuki for, you know, Chevrolet for their, what division was that? I forgot. Because I had I just realized that. I bought a Geo Storm back in the 90s, the early 90s, you know, I thought that car looked totally cool, but it could have used a bit more styling because I thought the passenger compartment was slightly larger, you know, than it should be, but it was very comfortable. And I forgot what the Suzuki called it, because that one was built by Suzuki also. And but yeah, and the Metro, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, because that was Geo by Chevrolet. I remember driving that thing, and you know, because it was pretty smooth little car. You know, the shifter wasn't. I've driven a Lamborghini. I've driven a Corvette. I think a BMW, because Chevy had that Rev It Up thing. I wonder if they're gonna ever bring that back. The shifting. I can't find a car that could shift as smooth as I drove the '67 Volkswagen, which is essentially a Porsche, a Porsche 356, because it's got a 4-cylinder. That thing, because it was 1,600 pounds and it was only 40 horsepower, but I guess because I think the engine, yes, 1,600 cc, it made pretty good torque, you know, and but that it could get up to speed pretty quick. I was very impressed with it. That's why I think I'm a weight fan, you know. Oh, Bottas just went purple, but he went yellow in the first sector, purple in the second sector. Hamilton green in first and second sectors. And what the hell happened to Bottas though? Why did he go yellow in the first sector? So, right. So let's see what they do. And Hamilton's now fourth, right? But oh, let me see. Okay, Hamilton. Does he stay fourth? No, it's not showing. Okay, Hamilton goes third, faster than Verstappen, and but he went yellow in the last sector. Though. Let's see, where's Bottas? Bottas goes. Oh, Hamilton just went second. Oh wait, Leclerc just. Oh, Rick and then Leclerc just went. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, Ricardo just went faster than Ham. He's just saying that. One of those retards is just saying, commentators, I have no respect for these people anymore. I swear to God, after those bastards say that stuff about Hamilton. Oh, I don't like Hamilton. They never say that about any other driver. They don't say, oh, well, I don't like him, but this is what happened. You know? So you'll make sure that, I guess they don't want to get ragged on, but by dumbasses. I guess maybe they'll get fired if people, don't like them or something. They'll reflect on their channel. Reflect on that station. So, this thing I like about this YouTube crap, you can rag on anybody. You say nobody's gonna, as long as you don't curse or, make threats, they won't delete your video. But you can, voice your opinion, because nobody pays you. So, but actually, the more you do that, you actually get more views. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet. That's what I need to do. I need to start saying really radical stuff. Up to the point where I don't want the FBI or the CIA or the NSA or the Homeland Security showing up at my house. But somewhere in between there, and but yeah, I'm as I'm a big fan of government oversight. As long as the government isn't a bunch of garbage dogs, and who are ruled by Vladimir Putin. And I think it should be okay. I think we actually, that's the other thing I was saying. I think government officials, if you're an elected official or a judge or something like that, even a lawyer, you should have to have a microchip and you should have to have a camera that is never turned off. If one of those are turned off for any reason, you go to prison. Because you're in the public trust. So when you get your kickbacks from those private companies, you garbage dogs, you need to go to jail. I'm tired. I gotta poop. Bye.